This rod is so big that I can rest on the cardboard tube it came into me. So this is a rod that I wanted to test as soon as I saw it, and as soon as I have the funds available, I ordered one for myself. This is the Tsurinoya Elf Pro, and if we get rid of the cardboard tube, which is actually quite thick, nice thing. So the rod came in very safely to my hands, and as you can see, this is the even though it doesn't say Surun, no, it says in here TSU Elf Pro Light Game C, because this is casting 8'2", 2-part light. So this is a light rod. It's 2.49 meters. It's in any sale it will go under 100 euros. It has a hollow tip. It's black and purple. This doesn't smell bad. So affordable for what it is. It's a very long bait caster. You can also get it on spinning, which I have no doubts it will also be a very good rod. And if I'm being honest, when I unbox this rod on the table, you will see that it's a little bit dirty, and I might put the tags that say Fuji and the model back in together, so that you know that plastic string that you have around the guide of the rod with the Fuji tag and the brand tag. I might have put it together with a lighter, let's be honest, because Twitch chat season was going out and I wanted to test this rod on heavier sea dwellers. So I fished with it already and I have to say it's good. But please still see the rest of the unboxing and my in-water video that is already on the channel, actually for members, because they get access first, but it's already, and I think it's coming on in a couple of days, so I really need to be quickly done with this shooting and the editing of this video. But without further ado, let's get this guy on the table.
And now that we're on the table, you can clearly see there's nothing too fancy or too shabby about the sleeve on this rod. So it looks cool, but no expenses were put into this sleeve. So very simple, one zipper, and that's all we need. I rather that they spend all the money on the rod, and there's a lot of rod for under 100 euros. So right now it's hovering on 90 for the longer models. You will have these 4 models as you can see in the screen, so from 7'5" to 8'2", or from 2.26 meters to 2.49 meters. All of them are 2-parters. The shorter model, it's ultralight. The bigger model, it's light. Both of them share a 1.3 millimeter tip, but the taper, it will be a little bit thinner on the ultralight model. So the ultralight will cast from 0.6 to 7 grams, and the model that I have in here, the longer, it's from 3 to 12. As you can see, the butt, it's a little bit dirty because, as I said in the intro, I already fished with this rod. I went to a chat because it's very near the end of the season. Actually, the season already ended, and I took advantage of it and I just went with this rod after them. So as you can see in here, we have the SK reel seat from Fuji, we have a hook keeper, the lettering, it's all very well done on this rod. You have the Tsurinoya symbol, light game, Elf Pro. In there you have all the specs of this rod, so the cast weight and the PE rating. The guides are K guides from Fuji with Alconite inserts. Most of them will have the stem from Fuji, which usually you only see on the first guide, which might lead to some misconceptions about fake guides. So these ones have the stamp on all of them. In here it was my stupid attempt of putting the tags in again with the lighter, as I told you. So if I pull it, it will come out very easily, as you can see. So Basically, it's because I couldn't resist to test this rod. So this rod needed a proper test, proper whack with twitch head, but I really dig the color scheme. Also, the finishing on the rod, you don't have blemishes. All the work done with the guides and the epoxy looks pretty good. The feeling on the blank, it's also very nice, and you have that purple details near the tip, which is also pretty good and gives a, I will not say premium look, it gives you a sleek look. So this would pair very well with a Caesar VX0 in terms of color scheme. The Micro Monster Pro, and in here I'm just taking the measurement, so you have the reading of 1.31, which is close enough for the claim 1.3 millimeters. All the rods on this family, but even though they are only 4, are fast, and as you can see by me pushing the tip, they are really fast. And quite sensitive, I have to say. Even though I was fishing moving lures, I will try to use this rod with bass, going on a bit of a bottom contact, but you have good sensitivity, especially on that 4 to 10 gram range. Just checking the connection of the two parts, it's also pretty solid. You have to twist it to take it out, but in 2-part rods that's the usual. And now I will just take the weight of the rod. So I have to be creative trying to get the weight of this rod because it's very long. So just one part of the rod, it's 1.28.5 centimeters. So it will hit my lighting, it will hit my camera setup. So in here I'm just messing around trying to balance. I already balanced the tip of the rod, so quite a hard thing to do, and it will not work as you can see in a moment. I will have to stand the rod to try to have a reading. Oops, hit the camera. I hope you don't get seasick, but that's the things that I have to do to just get these things right. So in there you have 94 grams 0.6, and they claim 95 grams, which is perfect. All the rods usually are just a tad bit or a tad up over the stated weight. One thing I forgot to mention is that this rod has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 plus the tip guides. So proper amount of guides. You don't have that much flex on the first part of the blank. It could be a little bit stickier, but it's not. And now just a snippet of me using the rod again after that elusive twitch head. As you can see, this is me flinging a 10 gram jig, and the rod tip is just there and about, and I hooked one, and more than one, I can tell you that. So if you want to stick around, in a couple of days the in-water test will be dropping, and remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're not, leave a comment.
Whoa, very acrobatic.
And I will see you guys on my next video. Bye.